Testing. Okay. All right. So this is part two to that first video I did about the spirit or this thing being attached to me. And I'm going to try to keep it as low as I can because my family is still asleep in my home. So here we go. Basically, what happened was after those experiences I had, um, the last experience I had before we moved out was when I was taking a shower. Now, mind you, I'm 6 to 7 years old at this time, and I'm taking a shower, and I hear somebody whisper, "Hey," right? I hear this whisper, and then shortly after that, I hear my name being whispered again. Now, I freaked out. I was completely freaked out, but I didn't say nothing. I finished taking a shower. I didn't say nothing to my mom. Called it a night. Went straight to sleep. Fast forward to about to when I was about 10 years old, I want to say. My mom met my stepdad. We moved out of the house. We moved into my stepdad's house in Los Angeles. And that's when things escalated, basically. Um, in this house, I can for sure say that what I experienced was confirmed. So basically, what that means is my mom withheld information about happenings that I experienced, if that makes sense to you guys. So basically, what happened was my mom has this strange habit of leaving dishes stacked in the sink after she washes them. Now, we all know what dishes scraping against each other sound like. So that's basically what I would hear in the middle of the night. I would hear these dishes scraping against each other coming from the kitchen. So I remember this one night, I got up to get myself a cup of water, and as I'm walking to get myself a cup of water, I'm hearing these plates scrape against each other, along with some forks and spoons or whatever she had in the sink. And as I get closer, everything just completely stops. So I said, okay, that's really weird. I get my cup of water and I head back to my room. Now, mind you, to get from my room to the kitchen, it's a bit of a walk. You go down one hallway, then you have to go down another hallway, and then you go around the sink to the actual gallon of water. So as I'm walking back to my room, I can feel something or somebody walking behind me. Now we all know what it feels like when somebody's walking behind you. You could feel them, you could feel their breath, you could feel their presence like right behind you. That's basically what I felt, but without the breathing part. Like there was no breath, no nothing. You could just feel somebody right there. And so I would look back, nothing. I would just be like, what the hell is going on? And it would freak me out because I did this several times. And every single time I got up to go use the bathroom or to get a cup of water, I would always feel this presence behind me. So fast forward to, I want to say like a few years later, I'm, teenager now. We move out here to where we're at. We get a house. My mom makes friends with the neighbors. Um, and she's talking to the neighbor. And as she's talking to the neighbor, they decided to talk about ghost stories. Somehow, my mom brings up the incident with the plates. She was telling our neighbor that she would hear these plates being moved around, and you could hear it from the room. Because mind you, my room was literally right next door to her room, so you could hear these plates being moved around. That's when it freaked me out because I had asked my mom, like, hey, why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Because I would hear those things too, and I would experience certain things, which I'm going to get to in a different video for you guys. But when I told her that, the look on her face was like completely in shock and awe, because she thought she was the only one experiencing it. But in reality, I feel like I'm the one who got the shittier end of the stick out of all this, if that makes sense. So when I finally told her, she kind of like, she was baffled about it. So I told her everything that happened to me. She freaked out. She asked me why I didn't tell her sooner. I mean, I didn't know what to say. I didn't, I didn't feel like my mom was the type of person that believed in spirits like that. But now we're in the clear about everything that happened. So yeah, that's basically what happened in that house, the beginning part of it at least. And I will get back to you on things that happened after that. It got physical, kind of like a sleep paralysis dream type thing. And yeah, stay tuned.